Sup? No. Hey, and this this is the Heavy Sweater Podcast. My name is John King. Thank you for listening to the podcast. If this is your first time listening, this is the Heavy Sweater Podcast, a deep dive into the beginnings of musicians and bands of the heavy variety. And this week, someone that I'd never met before, because I wasn't really all that cool in my first time in the Brisbane heavy music scene, and this guy is really cool, so yeah. Joel Reardon from Rare Words. Yeah, Joel's a fucking sick dude. Check out their fucking last release, because it's really fucking cool. Their EP, Disconnect, is fucking sick. So go check that out. It's really fucking cool. And with all that being said, it's Sunday, and you know what that means. Hey man, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Yeah, busy.
Busy.
We literally just went through. We'll have the same conversation we had in the beginning right now.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Busy's always good.
Yeah. How have you been?
Busy as well.
Yeah.
I just moved to Melbourne 4
How's
months
that?
ago. Sick. It's fucking hot though. It's gross. I was like,
I don't believe
when
it.
Dude, what are we at now? A ripe 33
Oh,
degrees,
it's
right?
way hotter there than it is here. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's so bad. Like when I first got here, it was like jumpers everywhere, cold and
Yeah.
rainy. I was like, this is why I moved here, man. This is perfect. But I just like can't deal with heat. And then
Nah, neither.
since just like Christmas, it's been disgusting. It's been horrible. It hit like 42 degrees the other day.
Fuck that.
And I grew up in the Middle East as well.
Oh,
And so I'm versed with some hot weather, but this has given it a fucking run for its
yeah,
money.
for sure. Yeah, no, I can't fuck with heat like as well. It fucks me up.
No, get all grumpy.
Yeah. That's a main reason why the podcast is called what it's called, because I do sweat fairly heavily.
Me too.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, man. I'll play a show. I'll go through 3 shirts. I have to have a preset, during, and post-set shirt. Yeah, always. They'll smell like shit. Have a
You're a
bum
smart
bag
man.
filled with deodorant and like cologne and shit, because I will smell like shit.
Yeah, it's just band stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's always,
Yeah,
always
sick.
funny.
Yeah. Well, sick, man. We'll get into like the beginnings for you, and like, what's the first heavy-ish band you remember listening to or hearing?
It would have been like, it wasn't even that heavy. It would have been like Seosin, Story of the Year. Definitely, I think like Under Oath would have been the first one that I was like, I'm into this super hard. And then like I just listened to heaps like emo shit, like Silverstein and punk.
Emo's sick.
Like I used to love like NoFX, Lagwagon and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Just like super punk kid. And then I don't know, I started it might have even been like Parkway or something that I was like, oh yeah, this is a bit too heavy for me. but then they got big and everyone was listening to them, so everyone sort of just like, you just jump on the bandwagon with them.
Yeah.
There's always been that like post-hardcore and then old school punky stuff that I've been into.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's good fun, and it's
That's
still
sick.
sick. Like Under Oath is still putting out like that album they released like 2 weeks ago is so fucking good.
It's so good. And the
So
one
good.
that I fuck with too, like, but people are like, it's shit.
Yeah.
It's not shit. It's just not. We're only chasing safety.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? Like, I also don't really listen to heavy music anymore either. Like,
Okay.
I listen to lots of just like British pop rock.
Okay.
Like, I'll fuck with a bit of like Nothing But Thieves, bit of Harry Styles, bit of fucking like, just I don't know. I still appreciate it, but yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why like when like that was it Erase Me? Or was that the song?
Yeah.
Yeah, when that came out, I was like, yeah, sick. This is mad. Like it's not just beat downs and riffs, which
No,
I'm a
it's
big
like
fan.
super melody driven.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. And that's what like we're trying to write still, like I guess like heavy riffs with Rare Words stuff, like heavier a bit, but like so much more focus on like singing and Yeah, because I don't care what anyone says about learning how to scream properly. It fucking hurts no matter what, and it's
Oh
never
yeah.
good for you.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
warm up for 40 minutes, but you still get tired and you
Oh
still wreck
man.
after it. Like,
I do backing vocals. I don't warm up, and I spoke about this on the one I recorded yesterday. I'll go up and sound check my mic, and I scream, and it sounds like shit. And I'm like, I promise it won't sound like that. Like, trust me, dude. Just because it's so bad.
yeah, it's tough. It's like, I don't know. I've done lessons with it and yeah, like practiced, do everything, have some sort of technique, but like I don't know, maybe it's because I get a few beers in me and I get too stoked and sort of
Yeah,
throw everything out the window or
yeah.
what it
It's
is.
the adrenaline from getting up in front of people. You just like give way too much,
Yeah,
and yeah,
just lose it. It's good when I squeak as well. Like there's definitely videos in
yeah,
me mid set when I'm like, ah,
yeah.
sound like a 14-year-old boy again.
Sick. That's fucking mad. I've seen Lagwagon once, and I was like, I don't like this, and I had to walk away. Yeah, it
Really?
was at a
I don't think I've
Soundwave.
ever, maybe I saw them briefly at a Soundwave. But no, it was just I just liked, yeah, just that like super energetic, fast,
Yeah,
just like catchy, shouty vocals, dude. It's so
yeah, yeah.
sick.
I think they played like before Fucked Up, and then I watched Fucked Up, and I was like, this band is sick.
I haven't heard of fucked up before, I don't think.
Oh, they're so sick, and their vocalist Damien Abraham has like heaps of shows on Vice.
True.
Yeah, like because he's
Oh.
Canadian, like they're a Canadian band, so like he has heaps of, like Vice Canada content.
Yeah, that's sick.
Super sick, yeah. Fuck yeah,
I'm into
cool.
that. I'll give them a listen.
Yeah, they're fucking rad. They're kind of like if I describe them, people will be like, "Oh, it's not what they sound like." They're a bit like Being as an Ocean, but if Being as an Ocean were a punk band,
Cool. Yeah, I can get that.
yeah,
That's sick.
yeah, it's fucking
No,
rad. They have like a 27-minute song.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah, it's fucking absurd. It's just a single and it's 27 minutes long. I was like, I'll never listen to this. Like, I'll never just finish this song.
That's longer than both the EPs we've released.
Yeah.
Like that's a long
Yeah,
song.
that's almost double my band set. Like my band set's
Yeah.
like we thought it was like 20 minutes. Turned out it was 15. We've been playing 15-minute set like for months.
Dude, that's how it goes. Speed up and it's all gone. Next thing you know,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
like, that didn't go too well.
Yeah.
It's way too quick.
Sick, man. So from the punk and like under oath emo stuff, what gets you to be like, hey, maybe I could like give that a go too?
I think like started playing guitar when I was like 12 or 10 years old or something. Just like
Yeah.
listening to like Green Day and shit. I was like, oh, dude, Billy Joe Armstrong's got like a real cool, just like all black Les Paul, and I want to
Yeah.
fucking play guitar like him because he's sick. And then like got my first guitar, which what was it? Went to a shop and mum's like, yeah, we'll get you your first guitar. I was like, sick. It needs to be all black.
Yeah.
And I was so dumb. Like I had no idea that he had like a Les Paul. So I saw this like dog shit Ibanez GIO thing.
Yeah.
It was the only thing that was all black, and I was like, has to be that one. And I still remember the store guy just being like, "Are you sure, man? Because you said you want something like him, but like he plays a Les Paul." And I was like, "No, it's all black." And he showed like a what's it? Not Gibson, fucking Epiphone Les Pauls.
Yeah.
It was like so just like retrospectively thinking on it, should have grabbed it. That
Yeah.
thing still was sick.
Yeah. I was having
Yeah.
this discussion last night. Geos are dog shit.
Yeah, they're horrible. I don't.
They're
It's
such bad
probably
guitars.
yeah, it's probably one of the only guitars I don't have from like I've always been a keeper of guitars until
Yeah,
the
yeah.
last like year or two. But yeah, fuck, piece of shit. Horrible. Never played a gig with it though. So
Yeah, yeah.
that was lucky. But then yeah, just like guitar, moved overseas to Dubai out of all places. Started up like a metalcore Ghost Inside rip-offy band there where
Yeah.
it was weird. We were playing heaps of shows. Like it's such a big death metal scene over there. Like
That's
there's just
crazy.
this like yeah, there's crazy like Arabic infused death metal everywhere.
That's
Like
wild.
like there's a huge band called Nerve Cell. Well, they're huge over there. They tour in like I think they've played like Wacken and stuff like that
Really?
in like yeah, they play all through Europe, do like Southeast Asia, India, and Pakistan shows. Like they're just like they're all a bit older. I think they're all in their like late 30s or 40s. They would be now. They were always way older than us. But like,
Crazy.
so we'd be like Ghost Inside-y, hardcore metalcore stuff, playing with these just like absolute punishers. But we'd be pulling like 500-600 people just like in
Whoa,
hotel
that's
function
sick.
room, because it wasn't like a thing for gigs. Like there was no local scene, so you'd get like it'd be out at some rich kid's backyard where his mum and dad have been like, oh yeah, we'll hire a PA for you.
That's
You'd have
mental.
like 100 or 200 kids doing circle pits to punk or whatever out back, and then like the bigger shows with like the bands that actually did anything would be in literal like 5-star hotels in like a
Fuck.
conference room, and you'd sit there and there's like these, I don't know, thousands and thousands of dollar chandeliers above the stage that you're playing,
Fucking
and just
hell.
like, yeah, it was so weird, man. Super crazy.
That's fucking mental.
Yeah, but yeah, did that, came back to Australia, and then yeah, just kept doing bands. Decided I wanted to sing in a band instead of play guitar, and Rare Words was born
Sick.
essentially.
So that's like
Yeah.
your first like scene band in Australia.
Yeah, oh yeah, I played in a band called Intention for ages.
Okay.
That was like just same sort of just like hardcore Redland City hardcore repping stuff from
Okay.
like back in
Fuck
the day.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sick.
yeah. Literally, it's like it's all like I went to school in the Redlands and stuff before I moved. So just like with a few of the boys there
Yeah.
that I knew from there, and then got into city living,
Yeah. Fuck
met
yeah.
some city boys. Here we are.
Sick. When did Rare Words kick up?
Would have been like 2014, I think.
Okay. Fuck yeah.
I
Cool.
saw something come up on Facebook, like you know, you get your memory posts or whatever,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
from
yeah,
this
yeah.
ago.
The ones you
Um,
delete because they're cringe.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah, I've been doing that every time I see him lately. I'm gonna
Every
get
day.
in trouble for some of the shit coming out of my mouth when I was 15. just bad, culturally insensitive things that you
Yeah, yeah,
cannot
yeah.
say. And I was like, fuck, I'm ashamed of myself.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
feel like I was watching a video on this today about Filthy Frank and how like even 2014, what was acceptable to what was acceptable in like 2017 was drastically different. So even
I
some like
know.
time as close as that, let alone 10, 11 years ago from now,
Mm.
like 2010, 2009, shit was like way different then.
Yeah, it's crazy. So crazy. But yeah, we saw that and I was like, I think our first EP came out like 7 years ago last year,
Oh, fuck yeah, sick.
which is crazy because like I don't never really like done overly well off it, which kind of sucks, but we still keep cracking on. Like
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
done a tour, released some decentish music, I guess.
Some
Played
great
some
music.
sick shows. Thank you.
It's all good.
Hope it's great. But no, like it's been a bit of a weird one. We've never sort of like kicked it off, which kind of sucks. But we have
Yeah.
in some ways too. Like played some big shows with like big Australian bands. Even played with like the 68, like with Josh
Okay.
Scogan's band.
Fuck
That
yeah.
was sick. I used to love Norma Jean as a kid, so like
Norma
playing with
Jean's
him
so
was
sick.
super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just like packed shows for Deadlights and the Brave and stuff
Yeah, yeah.
that have all been sick. Bellhaven shows that were sick as well.
Yeah.
Sold out our first headliner, which was sick, but then we literally haven't played since then. That would have been 2019. So yeah, October 2019, we haven't played a show.
Well, I mean, you kind of missed out on like the whole pandemic show thing,
Yeah, we
which
had
is
what
fucked.
was it? We had that Polar Fest in Brisbane booked
Yeah.
just before I went to move. That got canned 3 times, which
Yeah.
sucked. We were
Yeah,
like,
dude.
sick. We've got like 2 new songs mixed and ready to go, which are super cool.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, we can play these, and people will probably get into them because it'd be a bit of like a festival-y, biggery crowd thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't happen, and now I'm down here, so we've got to somehow hustle and get some shit together so we can get back to playing, which
Yeah, yeah.
is way harder than what we all thought it would be as well.
Yeah. I think just putting shows together, like in general, is super hard with everything.
Yeah, because you got stuff of like, well, or like more important, bigger bands that have had shit put off for 2 years
Yeah.
as well. So like when you're like, oh, cool, we want to like book this, or this show's going to get booked, and it's like, well, no, you've got like 8 months of a backlog essentially
Yeah.
of like national tours and like slots that were filled or placeholders.
Yeah.
Because I've heard of people like booking like the tour almost 3 times just in case something cancels, so they've got a date to postpone to. Like it's mental. It's insanity.
It's
Crazy.
fucking wild, man. It's absolutely wild.
Yeah.
What a time to be in a band.
I know but also at the same time, like the last EP we did like really well on Spotify,
Yeah,
and then at the same time, I was like a bit sad that we weren't getting shows. But then at the same time, I was like, thank fuck that we didn't pop off or do a bit better, where we were like really personally invested into it and
yeah.
like
Or in high demand and then unable to like give people a live show.
yeah, or just like you can't like you're putting money into shows and just like pissing everything away or
Yeah,
like sacrificing work commitments or whatever to focus on band stuff. So in that
yeah,
way, I was kind of like in after a bunch of angry, sweary, pissed off moments, kind of like happy that it
yeah,
didn't happen for a bit. It's like the Aparte guys since doing their EP, who I've played in them, I'm filling in
yeah,
for
yeah,
their shows weekend. It's been so hard for them, dude. Like
yeah,
I'm still in the group chat and they're like, release a sick EP. It's doing really well. Tours with Thy Art
yeah,
sorted. And then it's like push back, cancel, postpone this. And I'm like, fuck,
yeah.
it's
And then
so
they had to jump off the Brisbane shows as well,
yeah,
which was
because
wild.
I think two of the boys had COVID or were close contact from a New Year's party or whatever it
Oh, okay.
was. Like, yeah, it's just like I feel so bad for them. It's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
bad.
They're doing so well and they put out sick music and like they're like trying to get it off the like to the next level. They're trying to like jump up to that like national touring band on a regular
Yeah.
basis, but it's just like COVID's fucking them over so hard.
Yeah, it's I like the Thy Art shows like at first kind of almost got called off, I think. Like
Yeah,
we were all just I think that's almost when I was like, oh, I'm fucking done, man. Like it's just too much. Like I'm not as invested anyways, but all this is
okay.
doing is making me sad, so I
Yeah,
can't do
yeah.
it. It's just shitty.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like that because even when like because when they jumped off, Isolation filled in for their spot, and then I filled in for Mitch on those shows. Like even
Yeah.
then, it was like we played the zoo, and it was kind of like, so you guys doing the rest of them, and they were kind of just like, I don't know. Yeah, and I was like, what? And then
Yeah.
everyone got fucked up from those shows.
Did they?
Yeah, yeah. I
Oh,
think like
good.
I don't know if that's where I because I ended up getting COVID. I don't know if that's where I got it, but I got COVID like a week after that.
Probably there. I had it
Yeah,
like 2, 3 weeks ago as well, and it's like my girlfriend had it, and I was like sleeping in the living room,
yeah,
all separated, like fucking stay away.
yeah.
but, but yeah, I lasted 5 days and woke
Fuck,
up, and so we ended up being in isolation for like 2 weeks straight, which fucking
fuck.
sucked.
Yeah,
It was like
yeah,
the day we were meant to be out in freedom, got that lovely little text message, and I was like,
yeah,
fuck.
yeah. No, I got it, and I think I was fucked up for like 2 days, and I was like, oh no, this is shit. But my partner got like rolled. She was down for like 4 days, and like even now she's still be like, I don't know if I feel 100%. I'm like, you will. It's fine. Like it'll come good.
Yeah, it's gross. Yeah, my misso is like same as yours, like just in bed for the whole time. I was on the
Yeah.
beers and like vaping about for half of it.
Sick.
Like it was probably 2 days, and conveniently, I had like 3 weeks off work over Christmas, and it was like the Monday I got back, I woke up and was like, "This is not good." My boss was
Yeah,
like, "Joe, go to bed. You're not
yeah,
working." I was like,
yeah.
okay.
I swore I had tonsillitis. I was like, I'm pretty sure I just got tonsillitis. It's fine. And then got a PCR test, and they're like, nah, bud, no, you're
Nah,
fucked up.
you got the Rona, boy.
Yeah, and I was like, shit, hey, better stay home.
Yeah, not fun.
Yeah, no.
But
Anybody that thinks it's fake is a fucking idiot.
yeah, because it sucks. It's
Yeah,
not fun. Like those 2 days that I was feeling it for were so shit.
yeah, they
Uh,
roll you.
it would literally be like, because I'm working from home down here at the moment because it's a
Yeah,
bit like government mandated to do it.
yeah,
I remember just like staring at my screen, just like, fuck, 30 seconds, I'd be super productive. And then like
yeah,
I'd just off 20 minutes staring into nothing for the
yeah,
whole week. Like,
yeah,
man, this is bad. I
yeah. And then
can't.
like the constant sweating, like you're always hot,
Yeah,
and the
always sweating.
headaches, fucking
Headache,
brutal.
not fun.
No, yeah. Don't get Rona. Whoever's watching or
Don't do it.
listening, don't get Rona. This shit house.
Don't do it. Oh, shit.
Sick.
Knocked my
So
computer
new
over.
Rare Words is coming around the corner.
Yeah, I hope like it's ready to come. It's just like, there's music videos and stuff that are sort of you have to do them now a
Yeah,
bit,
yeah,
which is but at the same time, I'm also at the point there's so many just like generic videos that don't offer any substance that are like, what a waste of 3 grand.
yeah,
Like, but yeah, but I think with the songs we've got, we definitely want to, like we've spoken about ideas with the guys want to shoot them. And it's just like it's a lot of money. And for like us to personally fork out instead of
yeah,
using band money, because we've always like been somewhat self-sufficient for like mixes and stuff. We've always been at least able to throw like a couple hundred or $1,000 from playing shows
yeah,
towards it. So we're not forking that out with our own money, but without playing, it's like, no, got to do it yourself.
yeah.
But then, yeah, there's no shows to make the money, but we need to release the songs to get the shows to make the money. So it's like this weird,
Yeah, it's this
weird
weird, like,
circle.
never-ending cycle. I'm kind of in the same position where, like, you got to do videos, but it's like, fuck, like, I don't have the money to pump into that. So I bought a camera. I got like a Adobe Premiere Pro subscription, made like a little lyric video, put it up, and I was like, yeah, sick. It's not like the best thing, but it's better than no visual content.
Dude, it's all about, I feel like it does, it, oh, it doesn't matter how good or shit they are unless they're really good and really shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, you know, you see like that new Thornhill clip, like for Archangel or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
Like that thing is like catching your eye, and you're
yeah,
like, oh my days, that is like so worth sitting there
yeah,
watching it. Like you almost want to not just listen to the song, like you want to see the whole thing together.
yeah,
Where
yeah,
there's like, you know, you sit in a basement that's got some rain or whatever, can't see anyone's face,
yeah,
couple weird shots. It's like,
yeah,
yeah, take it or leave it.
yeah, yeah. Everything's like already been done like 1,000 times in like the heavy community. That like, do you just follow like the cliches, or do you try to do something different?
Yeah, and then doing something different ends up costing you an arm and a leg as well. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's just tricky. But yeah,
yeah,
the songs are done. Maybe we have to think of like smarter ways to release them or whatever to
yeah.
get them out. But yeah, they're there, and I think people will like them. They're a bit heavier than like that whole last EP we did,
Okay.
which is cool. Not in the sense of like double drop D beat downs or a
Yeah,
single string rippers, but just definitely some
yeah,
like just better for live show, I think, because
yeah,
when we did that EP and like despite our launch show like selling out, it was super cool the energy in there. But like we've been playing those songs for so long, and just sometimes you'd play with bands that like I know you play with Deadlights, for example, have just got this like
mm,
insane live. Like every time all of their songs that are on record come
yeah,
across so good live. Like you
yeah,
see them and you're like, this is even better. But ours did like total 180 on that. It was like they're a bit sad, they're a bit drony, they're a bit this. So we're
yeah, yeah,
like, just like even if it's more melodic or whatever, just like punchier and more fun
yeah,
to play and to like not get bored of and for people to listen to as well.
yeah, yeah. It's hard to like find that balance between like something that sounds so sick on recording, but then also translates really well live.
Yeah, and we write everything like Luke and I write everything on a computer as well. Like we
Yeah,
sit just like in his living room and just do absolutely everything.
yeah,
So it's not like we the only time we really get to see how they go is when we're like, oh, we got shows, we should probably
yeah,
play those two new
yeah,
songs.
yeah,
So start to
yeah,
like, teach Brent the songs,
yeah,
teach Andrew the songs, and then like practice them for 3 weeks and play them at a show.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Even like with my band, I've found that like there's songs that I've been listening to since like mid 2019. I'm like, this fucking sucks. Like, this is the biggest pile of shit. And then you play it live and people are like moving around and like swinging their fists and two stepping. I'm like, what are you seeing that I'm not? Because I hate this song. Like, this is so
Yeah,
bad.
it is hard. And like with the two songs that are mixed, I've made a point of not listening to them that often. Like I've
Yeah,
listened to them and gone, yep, thumbs up, happy days, good to
yeah, yeah,
go. But I haven't been just sat there listening because I like them a lot. I'm
yeah,
like, you're gonna get sick of it, so don't do
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. You're avoiding that. That's fucking
Yeah,
smart because, like, yeah,
yeah,
you definitely get way too close, and you're like, I don't know anymore, and then you want to rewrite the whole thing, and it's just a fucking mess.
exactly right. Yeah, so doing that. But yeah, it's been good. Like I hadn't written anything for so long until I moved down here and we've started writing again,
Okay.
which is weird. We're further away from each other than ever because Luke and I predominantly do everything together.
Yeah.
We just sort of text shit to each other instead of like go
Sick.
over it or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's weird. It's weird how like easy it is to make it work.
Yeah.
Like Technology, man, what a fucking
Yeah,
great thing that it can be to
yeah,
help with this stuff. It's insane.
definitely. Dropbox and fucking emails and shit, the best.
Dropbox. And we'll like, because I think it's not very like cost effective for me to drive up and demo or
Yeah.
track vocals all the time. So like there are literal live streaming esque programs that go straight into your door when you're
Okay.
recording.
Like
So I can
OBS and
literally
shit.
be, I don't know what they're called, but like I can literally stand in the lit like in my room here and record live into Luke's computer,
Oh,
and
whoa.
he can be like, that shit, that's good, that shit, whatever, and we can
Sick.
literally do it as if it's at his house. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
That's wild.
So I think we'll get to doing that
Yeah, fuck yeah.
soon. Yeah,
Sick. Just making it work across the country.
yeah, got to do it. If you want to do it,
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Definitely.
yeah.
I had that
Well,
discussion yesterday of like,
otherwise,
what was that?
otherwise, I would have just bucket off, but nah.
Yeah.
Gotta stick at it. I don't want to.
I had that discussion yesterday of like the stuff that happens like when you're in your first sort of bands, you're learning like all the shit not to do, but like you need those experiences to like see how badly you want it and like eat the
Mm-hmm.
shit to be like, all right, now I'm ready to fucking take it seriously. So like even that, like making it work from across the country is like proving how bad you want it.
Well, yeah, and that's like, I guess, with us being in a band the whole time, we've never been the trendy, cool band to listen to, or like, we also didn't. It's not like we don't get on with people in the music scene. Like we've all
Yeah,
got heaps of friends with them, but we're not like. It can be like a little bit clicky as well, I guess. Like it's
definitely.
hard to, and I don't know, maybe that's because like Andrew's a bit different, but the three, like me, Brent, and Luke, are a bit socially stupid, a bit awkward, like just not just a bit like shy, or just like we don't make the effort to go in and be like, oh, we've played a few shows with you, hey man, blah blah blah. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I don't know, we've just sort of like do our thing, have fun. Hopefully, we're never rude to anyone because I
No,
don't think any of us would ever want to be.
no. Brent
But
is the loveliest person I've ever met.
isn't he
Yeah.
best laugh in Australia as well?
He was wearing a
Like,
Godzilla t-shirt and a dad hat and like real high jeans the other day. And I was
yeah,
like,
he's got
yeah.
a big Godzilla tattoo as well.
I haven't seen it. He told me about it. Like him and Lockie were just hanging out and I was like, you look like a big dad and I love it. It's fucking sick.
Yeah, he's got another one that's like a, I think it's a kangaroo kick flipping a turtle down a stair set
Oh,
as well on
that's
his
fucking
leg.
so
It's
sick.
it's huge too. I think it's on his like calf, like it's his entire calf. It's fucking
That's so
sick.
rad. I've never seen his legs uncovered, so I'm gonna have to get
Yeah,
his legs out and fucking have a look.
yeah, he's like started getting tattooed like 2 3 years ago, I think. And like looked at him, I was like, fucking hell, mate, when did all this happen? You bloody just out of nowhere in your late 20s starting to get tattooed
So sick.
everywhere.
He's rad.
He's a good bloke.
Yeah,
Love him
fuck
to
yeah.
bits.
Sick, man. Well, this chat's been rad. Thanks for doing the
Has been,
podcast.
it's been great.
Yeah. Do you want to get into your top 5 favorite bands of all time and then we'll just shut it down or get out of your hair?
I can do that. Top
Sick.
five in any order
Yeah, any order,
or
doesn't matter.
any order. Um, Luke will hate me for saying it, but Bring Me the Horizon
Okay.
will be my all-time favorite heavy band ever.
Any particular album that's like the go-to?
That's the Spirit for sure.
That's the best one.
I think so too. I think it
100%.
was like that big dick rock production for the
Yeah.
first time instead of like keeping it metally. I was like, damn, this is
Yeah.
ridiculous. And then also that EP, like that survival horror EP,
Okay.
that like gave
That's
me huge.
the real weird like EDM sounding one.
No, that was Ammo. The
Oh,
survival horror came out like I think it was last year, maybe, well, the like December 2019 or
okay.
something. I don't know. It's sick. It's got heaps of like Pray for Plagues esque stuff on there, but it's
Okay.
also like, yeah, but also still poppy metalcore. That album, but yeah, That's the Spirit's probably number one. Doomed, the first song on that track, is the best heavy song that's ever been written ever. I'll call it.
That's it. Shut metal down from there.
Yeah, shut
There's
metal down.
there's no need for metal anymore.
I've tried to imitate that song before. I'll fucking say it or take influence from it, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's too good. What's another one? Would be Under Oath, obviously, like we spoke about
Yeah.
before. They're phenomenal. Nothing But Thieves are so cool. Just like
Okay.
they're like a Brit rocky band, but also have got, I don't know, they just got like a bit of balls about them that makes them seem heavier. And the
Okay.
guy's voice is like the best thing you'll ever hear. Like he's so talented.
Fuck
What else have I been listening to? I need to look through my Spotify real quick.
yeah.
What have you been listening to?
When I was doing these around December, people were pulling up their Wrapped, and I was like, I don't think that counts. Like, that's not of all time. That's of the last 12 months.
Oh, fuck. Man, it's Don Brocco. I don't know how I forgot about them. They're
Okay.
absolutely incredible.
Fuck yeah.
They are super, super sick. And then maybe like a band that I don't listen to as much anymore that I used to just be entirely obsessed with is Counterparts.
Okay, fuck yeah. Counterparts are sick.
I used to just love them, but like yeah, since not not listening to the riffs and beatdowns as much, I think yeah, haven't listened to them as much, but they were
Yeah.
always so fucking good.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Sick,
Always.
man. Well, anything else you want to plug? Rare Words on Instagram. Rare Words, is that Rare
Yeah.
Words AU? I know I've tagged it because of Andrew.
Rare Words Band, I think. Rare Words
Yeah.
Band. Yeah, that's on. That's the goods.
Yeah,
We haven't
fuck
posted in a year probably on there, I don't think, but
yeah.
yeah,
It's
hopefully
still there.
releasing stuff soon.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Cool,
Fingers
man.
crossed.
Sick.
Easy.
Done for another fucking week, dude. I don't know. I'm fucking so cooked at this point. This is the third intro, and I just did a podcast, and I'm tired as fuck. I've not been able to catch up on sleep. Yeah, enough about me. Thanks, Joel, for doing the podcast. You're a fucking legend. But yeah, check out Rare Words Band on Instagram, Rare Words on Facebook, and Disconnect, their EP, is out everywhere. And if you like what I'm doing over here with the podcast, please, for fuck's sake, I'm sick of asking you people. I'm just joking. That was a joke. Please don't be angry with me about that. If you like what I'm doing over here with the podcast, please like it on YouTube, share it on your socials, tell your friends if you like it, tell your enemies if you do not, and follow on Facebook and Instagram at Heavy Sweater Podcast. Doing a lot of work over here with the pod, and I'm trying to be more organized because last year was my first year of doing it. I haven't even broken through my first year yet, but it was a fucking shit show. The amount of times that I would get to the day of release and be like, fuck me, dude, I don't have an episode. What the fuck? And when I talk about Zoom, being like, oh, the Zoom call didn't work, usually it'd be fine. The times that I do them and it's stressful and it doesn't work is the day I did it on a Tuesday and it used to come out on a Wednesday and you knew what that meant. Yeah, thanks. Come back next week for a new episode. Joel's a legend. Go check out Rare Words. He played guitar in Apartheid for a bit, so go listen to them. And that's all I have to say to you. But thank you for being with me on this journey. This is one of the ones I did 3 in one afternoon, and this was the first one actually, so I did this one and I had one booked in and I was like, oh fuck me, and then like I was sort of stressing out a bit. But Joel is a fucking lovely dude, and I want to do another one because I feel like I didn't give him the opportunity of doing a longer one and getting deeper into some stuff. So if you're listening this far, Joel, hit me up. All right, thanks, bless you. Anyway, come back next week for a new episode of the Heavy Sweater Podcast. My name has been and always will be John King. I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, hopefully Shokan have some new music out. If not, I'm trying, hey. But thanks.